guys, welcome. This is Street 90 Minutes on HQTS, and we are here to give you the combined 11 between France and Brazil. So we'll be going with the 4-2-3-1 formation. In the studio, I have Abu Drogba. Abu, what's up?
Everything cool.
Everything nice.
Everything cool.
So Charlie, we'll be giving them the combined 11 of Brazil against France. And in the comment section, don't forget to give us your take too. Yeah. So now let's start. Abu Drogba, before we start, anything on these two countries?
Yeah, as we all know, it's all about the World Cup 2026, USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Exactly.
And we all know France and Brazil are having a friendly game. And you know this, when we mention France and Brazil, we are talking about the powerhouses of world football.
Yes.
When we're talking about football, you cannot take Brazil out, you cannot take France out. These two teams are actually shown us that they are one of the best teams. They are the contenders when it comes to who is going to win the World Cup.
Always favorites.
Always favorites.
You can't take them out.
They are always favorites.
Yes.
Brazil, France, they are always, because if you look at the kind of players they have, Charlie, solid.
Okay, so now let's start with the goalpost. Okay, we'll be having Alisson and Mike Maignan.
Yeah, for Alisson and Mike Maignan, I think both keepers are good keepers. Alisson, a world-class goalkeeper. Mike Maignan, a top goalkeeper. Not a world-class per se, but a top goalkeeper.
Yes.
So I will go for Alisson because of the kind of consistency he's showing for Liverpool in the Premier League and in the Champions League as well.
Yes.
Because if you are going to mention, let's say, top 5 goalkeepers in the world right now, you cannot take out Alisson.
Yeah.
So Alisson over Mike Maignan for me.
Okay. So now let's go with the right back. We'll be talking about Wesley of AS Roma against Koundé of Barcelona.
Yeah, Wesley, since his move from Brazil to Italy for AS Roma, has been solid. When we are talking about one of the best right backs in the Serie A currently, you cannot take out Wesley. When he goes up front, he creates a lot for AS Roma. And he's someone who can score as well. He is good with his dribbling. Someone was even saying he wished he was a left-footed. He would have said Brazil has finally gotten their Marcelo.
Yes.
Because he is similar to Marcelo, but he is a right-footed.
Okay.
But as compared to Koundé, who is performing in La Liga for Barcelona in the, let's say, La Liga and Champions League. And for France, he's also there whenever he's being called upon. I think I'm going for Koundé any day. Yeah,
okay. So now left back, we'll be talking about Alexandro and Theo Hernandez.
Alexandro is now with Flamengo since he moved from Europe. Charlie, his days at Juventus, he was one of the best right backs you can, like left backs you can talk about. When he goes up front, he's very, very effective. But as compared to Theo Hernandez, one thing that he has over Alexandro is when he attacks, he's effective. When he's defending, he's also effective.
Yes.
And he makes the one up front, which is when he was AC Milan, Rafael Leao. He makes Rafael Leao better with the kind of runs he does behind Rafael Leao. So I think I'm going Theo Hernandez over. And
you know, with that the France team, sometimes they use Dini.
Lucadini, yeah. Even if they use Lucadini, I'm still going for Lucadini over Alexandro because Lucadini with Aston Villa, whenever he's being called upon, also performs. So I think in all, whether France go with Theo Hernandez or Lucadini, I'm going for them over Alexandro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to the centre backs. Okay, when we talk about the centre backs, we'll be having Marquinhos and Konate. Who are you going for?
Yeah, for the centre backs, before I even go, both teams will be missing top centre backs.
Yes.
With Brazil, they were missing Gabriel, who currently I think is one of the best centre backs in the world.
Yes.
Because of what he's doing for Arsenal currently. I think when we are talking about the best players for the Premier League, at the end of the season, I think Gabriel is one of the contenders. Yes. And Saliba as well for France, who are both out. I know, Charlie, if you Arsenal, they do them at home, but Saliba is also out for France. So with Marquinhos and Konate, I'm going for Marquinhos because of experience. Because Marquinhos has the experience. He has that leadership quality to control his centre backs. Konate is a top centre back, but Marquinhos is world class. So I'm going for Marquinhos.
Okay, so now let's go with Bremer against Upamecano.
Bremer performing for Juventus, but Charlie, Upamecano for Bayern Munich has really shown that, Charlie, when you're talking about world class centre backs, he's there. So I'm picking Upamecano out of Bremer.
Okay, so now let's come with the two pivots. As we said earlier on, we'll be going with the 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, the pivots, we'll be comparing Kante against Casemiro.
Yeah, Kante and Casemiro, when we are talking about these two players, we are talking about greatness because of what both players has achieved for themselves and their respective clubs they played for. We all know Casemiro with Real Madrid, Kante with Chelsea, and France as well. So
even Kante with Leicester.
Leicester, he won the Premier League with Leicester. So Kante and Casemiro, when we are talking about defensive midfielders of all time, Charlie, I think top 5,
They should
I will
be
put Kante
that.
and Casemiro for there. Even
Okay.
though some people will carry the 80s, the 90s. Me, I know they are no watch. If the Kante and Casemiro, I watch them Busquets. So
Yeah.
if it them, I go put for there. But Casemiro and Kante, I think because of consistency, I'm going for Casemiro because Casemiro is still performing at the highest level in the top league, one of the top leagues in Europe with Manchester United. But Kante moving from Al Ittihad, from Saudi, coming to Fenerbahce, a lot of people have forgotten about him. So I'm going for Casemiro.
Okay, Casemiro.
yeah.
And based on current form.
Yeah,
I'm
current
sure.
form, yeah,
Oh,
current
okay.
form.
So now
Current
the next one will be Fabinho and Tchouaméni.
Fabinho Tchouaméni. Charlie, Fabinho in time for... You see, Fabinho is one of the most underrated defensive midfielders because when he was there for Liverpool with the likes of Wijnaldum and co, you could see that Fabinho was one of the guys that was making the middle tick for Liverpool. When you are talking about defensive duties, is there. He's somehow a good passer of the ball, not compared us to the top passes of the ball, but he's also okay when it comes to passing of the ball. But when you look at the kind of body he has, you might think that you might just bully him. But Charlie, if he did there, you go see say he won't bully the opponent.
Yeah.
So Fabinho and Tchouaméni, but Charlie,
This season.
Tchouaméni with the kind of performance he's given for Real Madrid, I think Tchouaméni over Fabinho. Yeah,
Okay.
Tchouaméni
Now
over
let's
Fabinho.
come up front. The three up front. 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
So the three we'll be having Vinicius Dembele.
Vinicius Dembele, Charlie. Vinicius at the left wing side there, Charlie. Kaokoa.
Nobody.
The only player I go choose over Vinicius when
Currently.
it comes to that left wing be Mbappe. And right now, Mbappe has been converted into a number 9. So Vinicius with Dembele, the Ballon d'Or winner, who has performed for Paris Saint-Germain last season. But as compared to Vinicius at that left wing position, Charlie, I'm going for Vinicius.
Vinicius on any day.
Yeah, any day.
Okay. So now
Solid.
let's come to the other side to Rafinha and Michael Olise.
I'm going for Michael Olise straightforward because of the numbers he has given for Bayern Munich. You
Munich.
see, me, one thing I see from a ringer is you either score or you create.
Or you assist.
Yeah, you create. That is assisting.
Assist, yeah.
But with Michael Olise, even though Rafinha does it, he scores, he assists. But if you compare both players, their numbers this season, you could see that Olise is ahead of Rafinha.
Yes.
So based on current form, I think I'm going for Michael Olise.
Michael Olise.
Ahead of Rafinha.
Okay. Now the number 10 position, we'll be talking about Cherki against Joao Pedro.
Cherki against Joao Pedro. You see, both have their qualities. But one thing I look in a number 10, a modern day number 10 is you have to be creative and make players around you better. I prefer Joao Pedro as a number 9, even though he's a bit okay when he's playing behind the striker as a number 10 or whatever the coach wants to use him. But as a typical number 10, I think I'm going for Cherki because of the kind of creativity and chances he creates for his team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now let's come up front. Okay, the one to lead the team. We have Kuna and Mbappe.
Yeah. I'm going straight for him back.
This
Because one thing you are so you see someone will go for Kuna
I
because
don't
you
think
say
because
no,
Kuna Mbappe.
someone will
On
say
any
Kuna
day
because
Mbappe.
let's say Mbappe has been out injured for some, even though he's back. So someone will say, oh, based on current form. But even with current form, one thing you expect from a number 9 is goals.
Yes.
And Kuna, whether he's fit for 10 games or 50 games, Mbappe will
on
still give
any
the
day.
goals more than Kuna. So Mbappe any day.
Mbappe any day.
Mbappe any
Now
day.
let's get a manager for this combined 11.
Oh.
Okay, we have Ancelotti there. Okay, and we also have
Didier Deschamps.
Didier Deschamps. Yeah.
You see, when we are talking about national team football, Didier Deschamps is there because he has won the World Cup for France. He has even been to the Euros final. He has been to the World Cup finals and won it. And he has also been to the World Cup final again in the following season. So you could see that he's one of the top coaches when we are talking about
The
national
team
team football. But Charlie, the achievement of Ancelotti and the kind of players he has met throughout his career and the way he was able to manage them, I think we are going to need Ancelotti more as a national team coach than Didier Deschamps.
Okay.
So I'm going for Ancelotti.
Okay, guys, I think it's a fair combined 11 we did with Abu Drogba. In the comment section to let us get your opinions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The name again, HQTS. Subscribe. We are out.